Okay, find the indicated measures. So looking at the first triangle, they tell us that we have perpendicular bisectors of A, B, C, and they meet at point G. Okay, so since we have perpendicular bisectors, we know that the point where they intersect is equidistant from each one of the vertices. So we know that this length, and this third length right there, they're all the same. So we want to find GA, which is right there. So GA is equal to GB and GC, and we do have one of those lengths. It's 13, so this is equal to 13. Okay, on part B, we have angle bisectors. And so with angle bisectors, we know that the point of concurrency, so the point of intersection there, is equidistant from the sides. So this time, these three lengths are the ones that are the same. And we know that FG is 5, so therefore GD is also going to be 5. Okay, use the figure shown and the given information. L is the centroid of M and O, NP equals 11, ML equals 10, and NL equals 8. So those lengths are marked in the diagram. So with the centroid, we know that the centroid is the point of intersection, and it cuts a median into two pieces, and one piece is 2/3 of the full length, and the other piece is 1/3 of the full length. Also, we know that these medians hit the sides of the triangles right at the midpoint. So looking at the first question, part A there, find the length of PO. So PO is right there. Now, since P is right at the midpoint, we know that this has to also be 11, since the other part of that segment is 11. Okay, so find the length of MP. Okay, MP is right there. Now we know this part right here, ML is 10. So remember that ML is 2/3 of the full segment. So we have ML equals 2/3 of MP. So if we plug in what we know that ML is 10. We can solve for MP. So what we need to do is multiply both sides by 3/2. When we do that, we get 15 on this side, and that's equal to MP. So answer is 15 for part B. The next part, find the length of LQ. So look at the diagram. LQ is this piece right here. It's the smaller part of the full segment. We have the larger part. So the larger part is 2/3 of the full segment, which is 8. So 1/3 of that is going to be 4. Okay, part D, find the length of NQ. NQ is the full length of that segment, and we already know one part is 8, the other part is 4, so this is going to be 12. And the last part, find the perimeter of NLP. Okay, so we have NLP right here. So we already have one side is 11, plus the other side is 8. And so we just have to find LP, and that's equal to the perimeter. Now LP is 1/3 of that full segment. So MP, we found that in part B. So MP is equal to 5. So we add these all up, so we get 24. Okay, so we want to find the perimeter of ABC. So let's mark what we have. We have AX is equal to 2. We have XY is equal to 3. And BC is equal to 9. So we have this full length right here, 9. Okay, so now since we know these are midsegments, they hit this at the midpoint. It shows us in the diagram that these two things are congruent. So this part right here is 4. Now, since XY is 3, and we know that midsegment is half the distance of that parallel side is this. So therefore, this piece is 6. So we just have to add the 3 together. So we get 4 plus 9 plus 6 equals 19.